Guys, it looks like the next skin set for November has officially been leaked, but this is not like a random leak, by the way. This is an official leak from the Revenge Room live stream that Supercell or Clash of Clans did 11 days ago, and I at first wasn't really sure if I should react to this because I didn't really realize that it was an actual official leak from their own channel, from their own live stream, because obviously me being a super creator, I cannot react to leaks that are not official, but I'm going to be reacting to this one. So if you go to the Revenge Room video at 6 hours and 44 minutes and 6 seconds, basically, right here where it says meeting the future of Clash starts in, you'll see on the screen here, there is a picture of what looks to be obviously hero skins. Now you can't really see them, or you can see them, but you can't really see what they look like, obviously. But it's pretty easy to decide or like determine which hero is which just from looking at this. We have the King, the Queen, probably the Minion Prince, the Warden, and the Royal Champion. Now I have zoomed it in a little bit, or found a picture of it on Reddit rather. We can kind of just react to them. It's kind of hard to determine what these like style of skins are. So going based off of like last year's theme was the Judgment theme, which like resembled Townhall 17's theme and whatnot, and it was kind of like a intimidating theme. This kind of looks more of like a war theme in my opinion, because it looks like the King has like what are these, like 2 flails on his hands here. You can't really, it's really hard to see what they look like exactly because it's so pixelated, and this is the only picture I have of, sadly. But it looks like he's wearing like armor, maybe like a helmet of some sort, a bunch of like metal armor, looks like a metal like vest or something like that. The Queen has like a red hair, it kind of looks like she's wearing a helmet, so maybe that's like a red like thing on her helmet, and she has like of course a little crossbow, it looks like, or some kind of weapon, and the standard Queen body. This obviously is the Minion Prince. I mean, he's flying around and he has a bunch of armor, kind of looks like he has like a weapon or some kind of I don't know what to call this, like missiles maybe shoots out of his hand or something, like kind of like a super minion, or maybe looks like he's wearing a bunch of armor. And this, like, they all have this gray kind of chrome steel look, which is why I'm kind of saying they kind of remind me of like a war fit, I guess you could say, more of like a serious, like they look like they're going into battle kind of, you know what I mean? The Warden has a very long staff, and this doesn't really look like a typical staff from the Warden. This looks more like a weapon, and you can see he has like looks like a belt, probably a belt, little belt buckle, his like robe or whatever this is called going down. He's just kind of just standing there. It looks like he doesn't even have a book in his hand, which would be very interesting. Maybe he does, but it's not animated just yet. And then this looks like to be the champion because you can see the spear and you can see the shield, and obviously it just looks like the champion from the silhouette. So yeah, man, I guess this is pretty much all we have now. Now if you guys have been watching the content for like the last few videos, or like, yeah, a couple of the last videos, I've been trying to decide which what next season is going to be, because next season could very well determine what Townhall 18 could look like alone. And the reason why I keep bringing this up is because when Townhall 17 came out, the Justice scenery and the whole entire Justice skin set, it came out in November 2024, which literally resembled like all of Townhall 17's references, right? Like we had like the whole entire theme, the hint of the eagle being removed. I already talked about this in like my last video about when Hammer Jam can come and whatnot, but this scenery came out November 1st. Obviously Townhall 17 came out like at the end of November of last year, and I just think it's kind of interesting because those skins, I guess we will really know what Townhall 18 will look like probably next month, more than likely, because that's kind of like what happened last year in November, right? And of course the skins. So going based off of the skins, I'm not really sure what we could expect, man. I think another clue that it would be a good reminder of what the skins could probably, or like what the scenery can maybe entail, is I'm trying to find like where I don't think I can find it, but like the wizard that came out at the beginning of the events, I mentioned it in my last video or so, one of my last videos, about how it's like he's mentioning Jam, and he kind of had like a different set of outfit going on, like clothes. I wish I could like pull up the events again, but he had like a guitar and stuff like that, talking about like Jam and whatnot. So maybe his style combined with the style of like these heroes could be kind of a telltale sign. But yeah, like I said, we'll definitely, like, if this is going to be the Townhall 18 theme, I just think it's kind of crazy how they leaked this basically they're on their own 11 days ago, which would be October 5th or 4th or whatever, which is really like a month in advance. And it's crazy that they just showed the entire skin set basically. So yeah, obviously maybe we'll see some more information. Usually they kind of hide stuff in their videos. Like last year they showed like early barracks, spell factory, and like random videos, and they were like showing like the challenge videos and the season overview. But I'm gonna keep an eye out. Let me know if you guys find any hidden teasers. I haven't really looked through this entire live stream because it's freaking 9 hours long, but if you guys do look through the live stream, let me know if you guys find something. Comment down below the timestamp of this live stream and I'll probably try to react to it. I guess the last thing I kind of want to wrap up with is, if you guys want to go watch my last video about when Hammer Jam could happen and what Townhall 18 can maybe look like, I don't know if it'll look like this, or now with the whole skins being shown, I'm not really sure what the thing could look like, man. If they're going based off of like a whole more serious look, Townhall 18 could be pretty intimidating, man. I just want to say, like, I think it's pretty cool though how I noticed noticed that this was mentioned in like a lot, like this exact Reddit post was mentioned in a lot of videos, and there was also Reddit posts made about this. So that's pretty cool, man, that people are generating discussion. I always like when people generate discussion based off the game, because I generally do love talking about the game and like theorizing things. But sometimes they just make it really hard to find clues, bro. And also, I guess an update to the Royal Champion skin. I think the Royal Champion skin will hopefully release later today, maybe like in an hour after this video gets released. I'm not gonna, I don't know, man. Honestly, it's been delayed like so many times, so it's honestly just hard to say when it's going to get released. But I think hopefully today. Don't quote me on it. I guess we'll have to see, man, what happens with that. But yeah, I'll probably leave the videos on the screen that you can check out. The one talking about like the exact hammer date of Hammer Jam, and I guess the skin reviews. And I also made a video talking about how you can maximize your Hammer Jam in the last video. So if you guys want to go watch that, feel free. I'll leave them in the description, in the pinned comment, and I'll leave them like somewhere on the screen here. Let me know what you guys think about the Townhall 18 potential theme, the skins, and that's pretty much all I have for you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys subscribe, leave a like, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Until then, I'm out. Peace.